Hi everybody, this is Mr. Roche. We are working on our fishy game, and currently we have a little fish running, and the thing we want to do, we have this going right now that looks pretty good. Um, we also were working on music, which we can work on more in class too. And we set up a variable called lives that will allow the fish to have kind of 3 lives. Um, the thing I want to work on over the weekend and for Monday was to get this fish kind of moving and cycling. Okay, and right now this fish is here. If you run it like that, my fish has this kind of weird costume thing. What I want him to do is I want him to kind of come through here like this, hide himself when he's here, and then go back over to the other side. Okay, and that's what we need to have happen here. So so basically, what we're doing with him is we're going to start him. We're going to give him like a forever loop. He needs to be someplace probably over here to start. Mine's facing this way. You can do it the opposite way, but mine's facing on the left, and so I'm going to move him to the right. So what I want him to do is basically at the beginning of the thing, I always want him to be there. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to hide him. Let me see. Um, let me see. That's probably a good idea to hide him um, in the beginning, and then what we want to do is, or actually, let's show him in the beginning. Um, let's see. We could do this too. We could just kind of have a random hide and then show. Let's have like a little bit of a wait here. So I'm gonna have a wait on him of say for example 1 to 2 seconds. That seems all right. Um, and then basically what he's going to do is he's going to show. Okay. Um, and then what I want him to do is I want him to move across the screen. So I'm going to change his X by, say, I don't know, maybe not 10, maybe like 5. Okay. I'm going to let his Y, well, let's do some of his Y, I guess to sort of like have him move toward the fish, right? So we could do something like this. You could say um, if the clown or the fish's Y position is, if his Y position is greater than the fish's Y position, which we can kind of sense. Which means like see, his Y would be like high, and then it would move down. So then what we do is we change his Y by, say, -2. Okay, something like that. And then we could do another one of these and ask if I'm going to copy this. Okay, not that. I'm trying to get the green part. But see how he's moving across? That's really good. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna have to get another. Take the less than one. I got a Y position. Move this back here. And if his Y position here is greater than the Y position of the fish, or it's less than the Y position of the fish, then we're going to move him up. Okay, so we'll change his Y by um, 2. Okay. Okay. And that's pretty good. And then what I want to do is I want to move his costume as well, so you can see him moving there again. So let's see what happens. He waits. Here he comes. I think he's sort of moving toward him, but maybe he's not moving fast enough. I think he's getting lower, but it's not a ton though. So let's do this like -3. Let's change this to 3. Okay. Let's try it again. Is he moving down? Oh, the Y position of the fish. It's gotta be fish 2. Sorry. There we go. Let's see, because we're trying to get him to like kind of go toward that fish. All right, let's see him. All right, here he comes. Yeah, see him? He's actually trying to move around. See it? That's good. Okay, we don't want too much of this, okay? Because he'll always get him. That's not good. So let's make this smaller. Let's make it like -1 and 1. There we go. So he's not totally doing it. And we give our fish a chance to get out of the way because we're gonna like it's gonna be trouble for the fish. Okay, so he can get out of the way, and that's good. Okay, then so here's the thing. At this point, his x is 271. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like sort of cycle him once he passes. So what I'll do is I will go like this. Okay. I still like the want to maybe we'll change the weight there. We'll allow this to be here, not that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just check his x position. Okay, so I have to do this. So if his x position, since it's going from negative up to positive, if you look on this x down here, so if it goes from here to here, okay, and let's say like if his x position is greater than say 230, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle him. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first off I'm going to hide him. Okay, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to have him go back to the original x position. Okay, but I'm going to give him a chance to be in like a different y location the next time. Okay, so I'm going to vary this from the y locations that are available, which is about like 170, negative 170 to 170. So I'm going to change this to let's say like negative 130 to 130. Okay, I'm also going to change his size so that I can get him to be tiny sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to set his size to some random number between say like, well, let's see what he looks like when he's 10%. So I'm going to go here and go get his looks. I'm going to run him again for a second. Okay, so he's that. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna stop him. Okay, so he's like that big, which is pretty big. I'm gonna set his size to. Let me see what he looks like when he's 10%. So he's just like a little guppy. He's totally edible. That's cool. So I'm gonna set his size between. I'm gonna set his size to be something between, like let it be like 10 and maybe like for this guy maybe like 60. Okay, so I'm gonna go like that. Or you could change this to 100. It could be okay. Like you could let it be like 100. Okay, but let's say like 90 for right now. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick a weight, so he doesn't like totally cycle. So pick a weight between like random like 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna show him, I guess. and then he can start moving again. Okay, so let's see what happens. So I'm going to run him. There he is. So our guy could actually eat him. I don't know if our guy could eat him there. Could definitely not eat him there. But you see what goes on. See, he kind of comes and goes. Whoop, whoa. Okay, we don't want that. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a fish that will do this in cycle. Okay, and here's what I want you to do to turn this in. Okay, what I want to do is I want to see that you've gotten this done. So what I'm looking for is a screenshot of your code. So go Shift Command 4 or figure out a way to do this on a PC because you can do it. Give me a screenshot and show me the code here for the fish. Okay, so it's like the second fish, and I want this turned in. I don't want a link. If you turn in a link, I can't give you full credit. Okay, but thanks and talk to you later.